Hi everybody, it's Jami Gossett from Years by Jami Gossett, and today we're not going to be talking about a toxic chemical, but toxic emotions. Hi everybody, I know you're used to hearing from me about toxic chemicals and environmental stresses and things like that age us and bring on disease, but I really wouldn't be giving you the whole picture of health if we didn't talk about emotional health. And today, my story is about forgiveness. This weekend, I had the pleasure to go to a Girl Scout event with my youngest daughter. She just started Girl Scouts. She's in the 4th grade. And we got to go on an all-day event. But I could feel myself as the day started that I was starting to feel a little bit triggered inside. And I was asking, Lord, what is going on? And it brought remembrance of my own childhood and being on a Girl Scout outing and being treated very poorly by a couple of the other Girl Scouts. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly the story, but it had to do with ruining my sack lunch and my brand new sleeping bag that I brought. And really, it was just meant to bully me and just to make me feel ostracized. And boy, did that work. Their little prank really set off a sort of a course of events that wrote on my life book and made me feel less than and unwanted and like a cast off or a like Rudolph, which is somebody that just doesn't fit in. On that trip, it was an overnight camping trip. And on that trip, I can remember very vividly going to the leader who, it was her daughter and her friend who had done this prank. And of course, she was horrified. We were far from home, otherwise my mother would have come and gotten me. But she started making those 1-minute cookies for the group. The ones you do on the stove, really yummy with chocolate, peanut butter, and oatmeal. And I can remember literally devouring about 24 of those on that trip. It wasn't the first time I had eaten emotionally or to bury emotions, but it is a very vivid remembrance of how the enemy used that to make me start to believe lies about myself and to reach for food for comfort and for emotional health. And of course, that doesn't work. It's a very bad strategy. But I wanted to talk to you today about your health and about forgiveness. So I just have made a few notes, so I'm going to look down. This is what it says online about unforgiveness and what it does to your health. It attacks your immune system. It ignites the fight or flight response, which stresses out your cortisol and your adrenaline and absolutely flogs your adrenal glands. It increases risk of depression, heart disease, and diabetes, and it totally stresses out your brain and your internal organs. So I also read another site that according to the author of the Forgiveness Project, 61% of all cancer patients have forgiveness issues, at least half of those patients where the forgiveness issues are severe. So there is a cost to your physical body to carry around unforgiveness. So I wanted to talk to you today about a forgiveness strategy and talk to you about the benefits of forgiveness. It lowers your risk for heart disease and heart attacks. It improves cholesterol levels and sleep. It reduces pain. We've seen that in our own clinic. Blood pressure and blood pressure levels. Yeah, so there is a definite health benefit to forgiving people, or perhaps you are in a situation where you need to ask forgiveness from somebody else. So I thought I'd just take you through a little quick exercise. If you could just think of an event or a time or something that comes to mind where you need to forgive, and you need to forgive a person, and you can just just say out loud, I forgive this person for this, and I repent. This is a prayer. And I repent of any lies that I believed that are connected to the act that this person did. And I release them and I release myself from any ties to this. And I speak blessings on myself and onto them. And I let it go. And so I know that it's not always easy to forgive. We're entering a season where there's a lot of depression and anxiety, a lot of which is tied to unforgiveness. So I urge you, please, to take a moment, and maybe more than a moment, and go through some forgiveness exercises. There is a great resource that I can recommend, and I'll have them put a link to it here. It's called the Special Blessings Prayer by Donna Parto. And it actually walks you through the process of doing an inventory with people that have hurt you, ways in your life that you've been offended or traumatized, and systematically going through and forgiving them, forgiving yourself, and speaking blessings onto those people in order to reverse the effect that unforgiveness has on us, especially on our physical body, our mental health. And so I guess I say to those Girl Scouts, wherever they are today, Tracy and Nanette, I forgive you. I forgive myself for believing lies that are not true about myself. I am worthy. I am one of the group. I am important. And I also speak blessings onto you in your lives. And I forgive the Girl Scouts. I just want to speak blessings onto you today. Do the forgiveness exercise. It will help your body and your mind and your spirit, and will help you live a big, bold, amazing rest of your life, which is what my hope for you is. You take care. Thank you for watching.